Hey guys, Patrick Wind here and welcome to this training model in which I'm going to show you the new cross-border insights finder from the Facebook IQ. It's still in beta version, but it really gives you very good insights, especially when you compare country insights from their campaign data to explore new growth opportunities around the world. So basically, if you only sell in one country, for example Spain, and you want to know what are the other countries that I should sell my products to, this is exactly the right place to go, and it will really help you to show you some data which helps you to make your decisions. So how does it work? Well, I will take you through the entire process in a step-by-step way. First we'll show you how the Start Exploring tool works, and then also how we can compare specific countries. So let's get started with the Start Exploring tool. Okay, so here we just have to select our specific country, for example Spain. Okay, and they give us some nice stats already on the specific country that we're in. For example, imagine that we would be in Germany. So they rank, okay, highest converting country, rank in the global cost index, and most competitive to advertising globally. Let's see what about the US, United States of America. Only the second highest ranking in the global cost index, so there is one country that's more expensive than the US. Okay, and it basically always compares those three variables. Okay, so the converting index, the cost index, and the competition index. So let's still do it with Spain. Okay, so Spain, we see we're pretty much in the middle of everything. Okay, let's imagine we're in the e-commerce industry, and of course our goal is not traffic, app installs, or video views. Our goal is conversions. Let's find opportunities. Okay, and the first opportunities they find us, okay, are all regions, so all over the world. And then it compares here the conversion index, which indicates how well people convert in this country for this vertical based on the selected campaign objective, and the same for cost and competition. So cost, it indicates how much it costs to advertise in this country for this vertical based on the selected campaign objective, and here this indicates how frequently people see ads in this country for this vertical based on the selected campaign objective. The country we have selected, in this case Spain, we see the potential reach, and this one is always the benchmark, which has the conversion index of 1.0, cost index of 1.0, and competition index of 1.0. And if we compare it with India, for example, in India, people on average 1.3 times convert higher, and the cost is much lower. It costs only the half, and you have much less competition, and the market is huge. Okay, so advertising in India actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, so if you're able to deliver there properly, it makes a lot of sense. Now, what about the US, which is of course the star market? Everyone wants to go to the US because it's huge, but then once again, people convert less in the US than they convert in Spain, and it costs you 3.3 times more on average to advertise in the US, and you have much more competition. So where would you go? Would you go to the big Indian market, or would you go to the big US market, which is even smaller than India, has worse conversion, it costs more than 6 times what it costs in India, and has more than 6 times the competition? So if I just see these numbers, I would strongly recommend to rather go to India than the US. Okay, and we can play this game around with all those international and global regions, but what matters the most to us, of course, is our European markets here. So if we just want to say, okay, now I sell only in Spain, but should I go now to Germany? Should I go to the UK? Okay, or should I go to France? This is a very good analysis here. So many people say, well, you have to go to Germany, because it's very big. Okay, but the UK and France, they're even bigger than Germany. Okay, and if you would just compare France to Germany, we would see that people in France convert less well than in Germany, but they're also cheaper. Okay, and as much competition. Yeah, it's also not that ideal. What about the UK? The UK is the biggest market in Europe. Okay, has low conversions and high cost and high competition, so not really ideal. What about Italy? Italy is actually, just based on this analysis, much more interesting. People convert relatively well, and they're pretty cheap, cheaper than Spain, cheaper than the other big markets, and you have less competition. But what is like the hidden star in this entire analysis? The hidden star that many people don't consider is Poland. Okay, Poland has 15 million monthly active Facebook users, converts almost double as well in Spain. So people in Poland have money and they spend it online, okay? And it costs half of what it does in Spain, and you have less competition, okay? So just as we have seen with the Indian market is very nice, is a very cool market. You don't have a lot of competition, it's pretty cheap there, and people convert. Poland is even better. Poland is a great market. Poland is not as big, of course, but if you are talking about European dimensions, it's okay from the size. People convert the highest of all of the countries. They convert better than in Germany, convert better than in Italy, convert better than in France, and much better than in UK. They convert, and it's from all those markets by far the cheapest one. So it costs like 25% of what it costs in the UK. It costs half of what it costs in France and almost a quarter of what it costs in Germany. And you have the least competition. So Poland is a star market. In Poland, you should really invest if you're an e-commerce company from Spain and you want to expand. And then the last analysis that I would like to share with you is also the Euro area. Here, once again, it takes France, Germany, and Italy. We see once again that Italy is really not that bad. People convert in Italy. It's cheaper there and they don't have so much competition. And they also include Netherlands and Belgium. In Belgium, you see it's the same like Spain, but you have more competition. In the Netherlands, people convert better, but they're also more expensive. So basically, my 3 recommendations would be: if you are selling from Spain and you want to go to Europe, go to Italy, big market, 30 million Facebook profiles. They convert better than in Spain, cost less, and the competition is more or less the same. But the key one is definitely Poland, with 15 million monthly active users, better conversions, and lower cost index, and less competition. And on a global scale, of course, there is India, which is the unbeaten star here. And that was it for the Explore category, but we could also compare specific countries. So for example, if we now want to say, okay, we still maintain in Spain, we we want to compare it now with those key markets that we have just seen, like India. Then we said Poland, of course. Then we said Italy. Then we still take Germany because we know it's a big important market in Europe, and we take the United Kingdom. Then we compare the last year, and then we got a nice detailed overview of the specific ones. So we already see here on a world view of cross-border opportunities to drive conversions. So we just see it in colors. We see, okay, conversion index, everyone here converts more or less high. It's expensive everywhere, and there's a lot of competition. So that's important that we should go into more detail. Potential reach, like we've taken India into the consideration. So that's of course much bigger than everything in Europe. And here, if we compare now the conversion index, so where you also see the evolution, that's pretty nice. And you see once again that Poland really made a huge shift, especially in fall of the last year. Germany is also okay, and Italy is okay. So just when it comes to conversion, so where do people actually purchase? It's Poland, Italy, and Germany. Poland, Italy, and Germany. And when you then take a look at the cost index, so how much does it cost? We see Germany and we see the UK, Germany and UK. So if you hover over with your mouse, you see which line it is. So Germany and UK are the most expensive. And what about Poland? So remember, Poland here has the highest conversion rates. And then it's one of the cheapest countries. Isn't that amazing? Like, I honestly really love Poland. And I also see very good numbers with many of my clients that sell their products in Poland, because they get high conversion rates at a very low price. So this is very interesting. And then the competition index, we see we have the highest competition in the UK, if you compare it to Spain. And then my favorite country, Poland, does not only have the highest conversions, the lowest costs, but also very low competition. So Poland is really an interesting market. And what about India? India has even less competition. Lower costs, and the conversions are okay-ish. So it's actually better than in Spain. So if you just compare India with Spain, especially in the months of June and July, India has had much higher conversion rates than Spain. So my general recommendation for you, if you're an e-commerce company coming out of Spain now, what you should definitely do is you should immediately sell your products. If you're prepared to sell abroad, you should immediately sell your products in Poland and in Italy. These are the two first countries that I would recommend you to enter, Poland and Italy. If you then want to expand to the main countries in Europe, then I would definitely go to Germany and UK because of their potential reach. You could also include France, okay? So first Poland and Italy, then Germany, UK, and France. And let's also take this into our analysis here, France. If we take France also into the consideration, it has more monthly active users than Germany. And the other numbers we have taken a look at, it's okay-ish. It's not as recommendable as Poland and Italy. So the two first countries that I would enter are Poland and Italy, then Germany, UK, and France. And if I then consider really expanding globally, I would not go to the US, I would not go to South America, I would rather go to India, because India has a huge market, has high conversion rates, low cost, and low competition. So guys, I hope this Facebook IQ session was as interesting to you as it was to me, and I'm looking forward to seeing the next videos. Thank you very much. Goodbye.